Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Growing with the TJ. I am down here in the basement, and I thought I'd just give a little update on what I got going on, the progress and issues that I am having, because there are some issues. So, figured I'd hop on here quick and go through what I have and just give you a little update. Today is February 16th, so March 1st is coming. I like to try and get stuff out March 1st. Second week of March, around there, depending on the temperatures. We have some really cold temperatures next week, so I'll have to see what the future forecast looks like, but I'm hopeful. Last year it was very warm, and I was getting stuff out, late February, but I'm not sure that will be the case this year. Let's bring you in here. These are the Calabra onions, and they are growing very well. I'm happy how they're doing. They were planning on January maybe 20th or something, somewhere around there. But you can see I did give them a haircut. They were flopping over. So I gave them a little haircut. I'll let them grow again, and maybe I will give them one more haircut, and then I'll let them go so that when I put them out there mid-March, they will be good to go. I'm not necessarily looking for a ton of green growth. I want growth on the tops, but I really want to get, a good root system down here. So when I put them out, they have a better shot of doing well. So you can see I cut them down. Some of them may be a little bit too far, but they will be just fine. Now let's come over here. And this is some broccoli right here. 125, I planted that. And they're growing pretty well. Not super fast, but they're getting true leaves. And this was just kind of prop plants, but I do plan to use them. In here, we got kale to the right, looking really good. We got some endive, looking nice. And lizard spinach is looking absolutely wonderful. First year growing this from Johnny's. It's a new seed. And yeah, I got 100% germination, and they're growing very well pretty quickly too. So I have high hopes for that seed. We'll see what happens. Coming over here, planted on February 4th, is a whole flat of lettuce. We got Merlot, Bronze Minuet, Red Sail. We got Butter Oak back there, Purple Fusion. See, the Butter Oak looks really cool. Getting their true leaves, doing really well. I'm happy with that. Now in about a week or two, I'll plant another flat of lettuce. And then when I put these guys out in the ground, hopefully early March, at that time I'll direct sow some more lettuce seeds. That way I am getting a good, succession harvest of lettuce. I don't want to get them all at once. I want to harvest them over time. So that will set me up very well to have lettuce through the whole spring. And actually, I will come on this side. A little view here of the Purple Fusion, Bronze Minuet. Another view of that spinach. Looks really nice. Really happy with that spinach. Now, if we come down here, this will be our first issue. Is I started my peppers in this 2-inch container. And when I told you guys I was starting them in that, I said I'm not using a heat or a humidity dome, and that I really need to make sure the soil stayed moist. And with me running the fan, because of other plants, I want to keep a fan on them every couple hours a day. I didn't keep up with it, and the moisture level has not been great. These guys are planting on February 2nd. So it's been over 14 days. I am just now starting to get some germination. You can see a couple there, here, there, very spotty. Now, I'm hopeful that they do pop up decently, but we will have to see about that. I can bring you over here. This is the other flat I started a couple days later, and you can see starting to germinate, very slow. And I'm kind of expecting a poor germination rate just because I let it dry out too much. But we'll see. I still have it on the heat mat. The other one's not on the heat mat because of that. I started more peppers and eggplant right here. And I used a small 6L. You can see how small that is. So what I'm hoping there is if I have poor germination on, from the ones I planted earlier in February, this will make up for it. Now I'm going to have to pot up, relatively quickly, but at least that way I can have a bunch of peppers and eggplants. You can see the soil is really moist and it is on a heat mat, and that is because I did go out and get humidity dome. So like I said, you don't necessarily need a humidity dome, but if you don't have stay up on keeping the soil moist, it's going to take some time and you might have poor germination. And I'm dealing with that right now. Also, much less soil here compared to here to heat, seed, about right here. So that's a lot of soil to heat up to get to the top. I really planted some too deep here. So when I planted these, I made sure I really, like went down a quarter of an inch. So every once in a while, I do take off the humidity dome, just give some air. I'll put that back on later. Now, if I come over here, these are Calabra onions. These are yellow sweet Spanish and ruby red. And I had a very poor germination rate of ruby red and yellow sweet Spanish. Now, those seeds are a couple years old. I'm thinking they're just not as viable as I would hope. So you can see the Calabra, no problem at all. And that's a brand new seed. I just got it this year. So that might be one of my issues there. But all said and done, I might plant these out. Who knows? There's just not a lot of them. But if I get up here, you can see I have plenty of onions. I was planning to thin these down to 1, but I will not do that now because of the poor germination rate with the other varieties. Now I'll just pull these apart when I go to plant. And I'll have plenty of onions. I only have one type of onion, but that's okay. We will deal with that, and we can still have a good onion year. But yeah, it is really cool to see some growth, green growth. Tells you that spring's coming and it's exciting. Okay, right here, these were prop plants. Now I told you guys what you can plant for early spring. These are sugar snow pea. I told you I was not going to be able to use them because they grow too fast. You can see how big they are already. And it's nowhere close to me being able to put that out in the ground. So I'll probably cut this down. No point in let it grow. I mean, it's just flopping everywhere. It's growing. That's just a good reminder how fast they grow. Like I said, 2-3 weeks I grow them, get them outside, harden them off, put them in the ground, or let them germinate, get them right outside. A couple weeks, right in the ground. Doesn't take much. Now the last thing I want to show you here. This is broccoli and cauliflower. A little mix of each. There's some spinach in there as well. And this will be all I plant for broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. For the spring season. I'll plant more in the summer for fall, but this will be it right here. And I did get another heat dome, or humidity dome. And you can see the soil is pretty moist. So I'm going to, experiment right here and try and use these and see how that goes. That's going to help me not have to waste time constantly making sure they're watered and the soil is moist and all that good stuff. So last few years I've had great germinations, not many issues, and I never used the humidity dome, but I'm kind of starting to think it might be a little easier to use them. So we'll give that a shot. These guys will go out probably end of March, hopefully, and that'll be my broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower for the spring season. I'll just pan back out here. Got lots going on. I will start lettuce here, another flat in a week or two. I'll be starting some flowers soon. And then not long, I will be starting tomatoes. And then a little bit after tomatoes, some zucchini, cucumbers, all that good stuff. So we are getting close. I'm getting excited, ready to go outside, ready to be outside and start planting. Got some work to do over in the garden. I'll probably get out there this weekend. We had snow, sleet yesterday, rain all day today, so it was not a good time to get out there. But I got a bed to build, got a little bit of cleanup. I got a hoop cover that I'm about done with that I want to finish. So I'm getting excited, guys. Hope you are too. Hope you're planting some seeds, getting ready for the year. If you're not planting seeds, hopefully you're getting your garden ready. And when you get those transplants from the nursery, you're all ready to go. It's going to be a great year. Just keep moving forward. You're going to have mistakes. You're going to have stuff go wrong. But if you just keep going, in the end, you're going to have a good harvest. I cannot wait for homegrown veggies. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Look for another video coming out. I'm going to be talking about chitting potatoes. And have a good night. Thank you, everyone.